Hello, my name is Julie and this is KS Mom Crochets, and today is day 5 of Podcaster Spirit Week. And today is favorite color day, and my favorite color is green, and I love this shirt. It's one of my favorite shirts that I have. Obviously it's long sleeve, so I can't wear it like all the time or all year round, but I really do love the color green. I have a lot of favorite colors though, because I love gray and maroon and green and purple, but I think green and purple are probably my top 2 favorite colors. So yeah, I'm wearing green for today. Now today I'm going to show you a finished object, and this is something that I started last week. In last week's podcast, I had showed you some progress on this, and I finished it. And this is the Vintage Inspired Ghost. This is a pattern by Lizz, Jelsma on Ravelry, or Make It Sew Crochet, and sew is S-E-W as in sewing. I used a 4mm hook on him, and I used big twist yarn in the color white and in the color black. And I really loved how that the designer made this natural curve here, the way that she designed that, just using stitches, to make that curve. I did do this pattern a lot different. I have done the Vintage Inspired Pumpkin, and I have showed that in a previous podcast, and I explained on anytime that I have showed these, I try to explain what I did different, just in case I get some new viewers, because I have got a few new subscribers. But in this pattern, the arms are made into a chain, so it's like a flat piece, and then your ruffle is separate and your hand is separate, and you have to sew all that together. And I did not want to do that. I thought that that was a lot of sewing for no reason. I'm sure that the designer was, basing this pattern on something, so that is why that she did it the way that she did. But I prefer a regular arm. So what I did is I followed the hand exactly like it was in the pattern. I added another row of single crochet in the back loops only, and then I did on the next row I did a 2 decreases in that row, and then I just continued up the arm the way for the length that I wanted it to be. And I did the same thing on the legs as well. I started with the foot, did a row in the back loops only. The next row I decreased 3 times on the foot, and then I just went up until I got the leg as long as I wanted it to be. And then I went back to that front loop and I added the ruffle, just like it says in the pattern. I just did it in the front loop, and that cut out a lot of sewing. I also did the head and the body the same in one piece, because it is separate in the pattern. So I decreased the head down until I decreased it down to 15, so I went to the row that decreased down to 18, and then the next row I decreased to 15, and then I increased on the very next row back up to 18, and then I started the body pattern where the row, the row that said that it had 18 stitches, that is the row that I started on or after, and just kept on going with the body just like the pattern. And the ruffle on the neck is separate. I did it just like the pattern. I thought about trying it on this one to do it in the front loop, the neck ruffle, but I just thought that it would get in the way while I was trying to work the body, so I just did it separate. Now on this pattern, this ghost does not have a mouth. Well, technically it does have a mouth, but it doesn't have a line for a mouth. It doesn't have a smile. So in the pattern, this circle here is actually your mouth. So it looks like the ghost is like, like scared or something, So I tried to do that and it just did not look, I did not like the way that it looked. I felt like it was too small to be a mouse, so maybe if you increased it a little bit more, and made it bigger, because this is just like 6 single crochets in a, a magic circle. And it was just too small and I couldn't get it to look right, and I said that looks like a nose. So I made it into a nose instead and then gave him a smile, and then I did put those little white lines in his eyes. I'm not very great at doing embroidery, even if it's just a little line. I am not good at doing that at all, but I think it looks okay. And the pumpkin actually has lines like that also, and yeah, so they match. And then I just added these little buttons here. I'm not sure where that I got. I think I got them off of Amazon, like a pack of them, but I know they sell these big black buttons at Walmart, and they are just like a 4-hole button. And I just took some yarn and you know, sewed them on that way. But I really like him, and I think he is so cute, and I love the way that he looks sitting next to the pumpkin. And if I can get a good picture, I will pop in a picture of what they look like sitting together, because I just think they're absolutely adorable set. There's actually another one in this set. It is a cat. This is a paid for pattern, if I didn't mention that in this video, but they're all sewed separately, even though they're made to go together. Each pattern is individually, you have to individually buy it. So I'm not really sure if I'm going to do that cat pattern or not, but I might, who knows, because I really did enjoy making this. I just enjoyed it a lot better with the changes that I made, because I do not like to sew on little tiny pieces. And honestly, I'm not really sure how that you would sew a rounded piece like this onto a flat chain. I don't know how she even done that to make it look right, but yeah. So this is my little Halloween inspired ghost, and I hope you enjoy seeing him. I think he's really cute. And yeah, so I will be seeing you all real soon in another video. Bye.